The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery.
And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So problems with air and passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. The Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Patriots at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
after one on EA Sports. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Jones now on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to go off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some space here.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Back to throw. Jones. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory.
Thinking
thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Jones on first down.
Out route here, he finds Turner.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He got 29 yards that time. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I didn't notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Jones will sneak it, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense.
And now here's another interception. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Room here to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
His second rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Barkley again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the
3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Even after the penalty, trailing in the 4th, they've still got to go. It's 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24.